wonderful symposium of comedy tonight. We're going to start off with Michael. Everybody give him a round of applause. He comes to stage. Everybody, Michael. Thank you, Zayla. That was pretty good. Come on, melody. How's everybody doing? Sweet. Too early to tell. So I thought I'd do some current events, then talk about my week. Maybe try some new shit and then get heckled or something. So it's hard to get the new current events because I don't have that high-speed internet connection anymore because my neighbor moved. But did you hear about which Kardashian just had a baby with Kanye West? Kim. What was that baby's name? North by Northwest or something? Just Northwest. I was wondering if she was actually saying not by West. It's not West, baby. They just mistook her. So we left the fun size up here. Babe Ruth, fun size.
Fun size.
It's important not to litter. All right. Dropping shit. So my week, I was at my friend's house and she's redoing her kitchen. And she needed some gray paint, so she asked her sister to go to the store to get some gray paint. And her sister was like, you realize how many shades of gray there are? That's when I piped in 50. I believe there's 50 shades of gray. Anybody use the self-checkout lane? Anybody? That can kind of put you in a bad mood rather quickly, can it? Trying to scan some paper towels, and every time I go to scan it, it's like, After, 5 or 6 times, I finally get to scan, and it says, put it on the belt. And it's already on the belt, but I can't sense it because it's paper towels. So it voids the transaction, starts running it backwards. Then the little red beacon comes on, that beacon light that basically says, I'm too stupid to run the self-checkout lane. Please come help me. So then the lady comes over. Of course, she lets out a big pressure relief valve of hot air. I can't wait to help you. So after about 15 minutes of this, I get to the end of the transaction. I'm ready to pay, and I realize I'm broke. I got $41 bills, and I'm gonna have to try to slide through the bill acceptor. So I got the lady to come back over again because I'm good at that now. And she comes over. I said, yeah, I got $41 bills. What's the procedure? And she puts her hands up like this. I was about ready to fucking flip. Luckily, she said, I'm just kidding. So I told this story to my blonde female friend. She's like, oh, so you work at Giant Eagle? And I was like, yeah, I work at Giant Eagle. We're on the self-checkout lane, part-time, once a week. Oh, I forgot what I was going to talk about. This is kind of like to provide informational tips every once in a while. Just anybody play Scrabble, or you youngins work with friends? Anybody? And if you know about Scrabble, the key to Scrabble is you got to know the 2-letter words, right? So like the I's, for instance. Here's the I words, and you'll never forget it. Everybody that ever plays Scrabble. If it is in ID. Actually, I think you should ID first, but then never mind. Speaking about if it's in, you've seen the commercial for Viagra? The side effects of Viagra may cause loss of vision and loss of hearing. I thought that's how the pills worked. What's your favorite position? The one you're not talking in. Recently on the news, you saw 285 pounds of pot was delivered in a safe. Anybody read that article? Yeah. The guy turned it in. Freaking gun collector. I don't think there's a lot of us, I think, in here that wouldn't turn that 285 pounds of pot back in. Hell no. There's a House joint resolution. I thought the joint resolution was part of the resolution, but I guess they're all joint resolutions, to make weed, legal in Ohio. There was some opposition to this. One of the arguments about this is against this. There would be no way to test, if a cop pulls you over, if you're under the influence of marijuana. Well, then let me go on my merry fucking happy way then, I thought of a couple tests for being under the influence of marijuana. Tell a bad joke, and if you laugh, you're busted. So, bad joke, you're going to jail. Or I guess if you take the donut out of the cop's hand, that would be a tie as well. How much time we got left, Taylor?
You got about 3 minutes.
3 minutes, wow. That's cool. Oh, so I read an article about sex. Anybody? It said sex can make you look 7 years younger. I swear, I swear, she looked 18 before we did it. Anybody on Match.com? Nobody? I guess I can just look around and see if I recognize anybody. There's a certain, stigma to Match.com. It's okay to meet someone in a bar, on dollar beer night. I met your mom on dollar beer night and got her drunk and she couldn't drive home, and that's why your name's Bud. But it's not okay to meet someone on Match.com. Every woman's profile on Match.com says, looking for a nice guy with a sense of humor. No, fucking bullshit. You're looking for a guy with a neck tattoo with a white beater on. Lizard brain. Alright, so have you seen the commercial where they show how they're saving the birds? They got the oil-soaked bird, and it's a Tide commercial, and they're like, oh wow, cool, they're saving the birds, and you find out it's just a marketing gimmick for Tide after the oil spill. So, and then, company Tide, they decided they're going to, they want to jump on the next disaster. I guess those national disasters are the new marketing schemes now. So Tide's like, we're going to give, these victims free Tide. So right after the tsunami, we're like, here's some Tide. Maybe, how'd that make it through the marketing meeting, Maybe we shouldn't give them some Tide right after they just had a big Tide. Don't you think?
Too soon.
Too soon. Works in cold water on non-whites. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Round of applause for Michael, everybody. That's a good one, man.
All right. Good set, Mike.